This is the fox we'll be hunting today.
Wow, this is easier than I thought.
The sport is in the chase, sir. The fox gets a 30-minute head start.
Hey, thank you for clicking on the video here. We're going to jump into it real quick. This week I struggled. I wasn't feeling very good. I don't know if the setup wasn't optimized for my driving style or if I wasn't feeling well, didn't get a lot of sleep the night before, but I struggled this race. First race this season I've lost iRacing in PCC. Not much, but I feel like it's a good learning opportunity. Talking with Casey, they're in this race as far as what they're doing with their setups and what I'm doing with mine. I feel like I'm getting a lot of my speed through the center of the corner and a lot of rotation with my camber settings, and I'm using the shocks to control the car, where Casey is less aggressive on camber but more aggressive on shocks. So even though it wasn't my best performance, I still felt like it was a good race and that I've learned something. And sometimes you got to have those struggle races to kind of recalibrate and grow. So I wouldn't call it a bad race, maybe a little bit frustrating, but all in all, we're gonna try to take away the most that we can out of it, and yeah, just try to have a good mindset about it. Also, we run with a lot of guys in Discord in this race. We got Sil there in the red and yellow car. We got DK, Daryl Kennedy in the Valvoline car, and then the next one, there we go, we got Casey the Fox. So I think most of the PCC community knows Casey. And then obviously there's me, and I did update the paint this week. You should see some channel rebranding throughout the next couple weeks as I go to the more purple rather than the orange coloring. But yeah, no, let's jump right into the video. Thank you for watching. Like the video if you can, it helps the channel out. Subscribe to the channel if you want to get early access to the PCC M2 setup. That's going to be in our Discord. Link will be down below. And yeah, no, I hate blabbering on. Let's jump right into it, and thank you for watching. If we can start towards the front, start behind KC, hopefully we'll have a good race. Hopefully Daryl and Sil have good showings, but let's roll. Really focus on hitting this first out lap and getting some temperature in the tires where I need it.
Green flag, green flag. Here comes your first time lap.
No, what a dummy, Willis. What a dummy. Okay, it's all good. We got one more lap. Wow, I cannot believe I made that mistake. I was focused. We gotta get a good run to the line for this one. The tires are probably a little cooked.
One more lap.
Hopefully we can make the second lap, or we're gonna do a start from the back challenge. Track time's 101. I wasn't expecting. I haven't really had issues with spinning out there. Just maybe I was being a little more aggressive because it's qualifying than I usually am. I usually feel like I do good in qualifying. I was not over driving. I try to really put that in my head of like just get what you can, but don't put yourself in a bad spot like I just did. That lap sucked. Man, I am just not there this week. It's all good. We got a long race. We got a long race. All right, so it looks like KCP2, we got Jesus up at the top of the board. It looks like I am sandwiched between Daryl and Sil down in 7th. Pace-wise, if I did my absolute best, I would probably be right here around Matthew. But unfortunately, I didn't put it together. But it's going to be a long race. It looks like we have a couple Miatas, some 8.6s, no, let's see what kind of car. Okay, purple is Miata. 8.6s is pink. No Clios. So a very heavy race. That is a line. Wow, Wesley. Huh. Okay. Watch out for Wesley when you're in the race. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. That was wild. Did not expect to jump into that. Not my best showing so far, but like I said, it's a long race. I feel like I do better in races. If I could put myself in good spots, I think we can make up some ground. Pace-wise, I feel like I should be able to get 4th or 5th if I'm able to put it all together. So, main goal is not to wreck anybody from Discord and have some fun, and then we can kind of see how the chips fall at the end of the race.
Okay, bud, green flag, next time by. Line up on the left side.
The estimated SOF is 1,961.
Pit road is closed.
It's competitive out there. Head down, stay sharp. 5 cars left to grid.
Hey, good luck, everyone.
Good luck.
Still waiting on 2 cars to grid.
Hey, someone's revving their motor.
Waiting on the final car to grid.
Got a whole lap of pace.
Catch the next car. Catch the next car. Catch the next car. Catch the next car.
All right. We got this, man.
Catch the next car. Catch the next car. Catch the next car.
Brother.
We got drama in the pace laps. PCC, baby.
Getting ready here, getting ready. Pace cars in. Green, green, green.
Got action in the back already. Just focus in the mirror though, so we don't get any action in the front. Daryl got a little free there.
Left side. Stay on the right. Clear on the left.
So we got DK behind us. Hopefully we could keep him back there and we could chip away here. We also make sure we don't want to spin out in front of DK at all either, so. I just gotta kind of get into a rhythm here. That spin qualifying really kind of I don't want to say shattered. It shook my confidence here, so I gotta kind of find this back. I know I can do it. I just gotta. See, it just gets a little free there under a brake, and I really gotta figure that out in the setup and get that to go away. Looks like Casey's having a good fight up at the front. Matthew's just pulling away from me little by little. And I missed that corner. God, what is my problem? Man, I am hitting everything out here.
Car behind has gone off.
Ah, we lost Daryl. Hopefully it's not terminal.
Car in P1 just set the fastest lap.
31.35.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
And this race is not coming to me the way I was hoping. Yeah, I don't know. Gotta probably go back to the drawing board on the setup for this one, if even to figure out what I missed. .25 to the car ahead.
The car in P2 just set the fastest lap.
Still 2.24.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Problem is, I don't think we're going to have enough traffic. .5, so they're pulling away from me. So I'm kind of in a little world of my own here between Daryl and Matthew. Not a whole lot I can do, because I feel like if I push any harder, I'm going to make too many mistakes.
Go left.
It left me some opportunity here. However, their tires are cooked. We'll see if we can pressure them into another mistake. I could have been more aggressive to try to get the spot as they were coming back on track, but I just was not expecting a clean rejoin, which I think I was right in doing that, so. Just checking my tire temperatures on the dash. You ever see me like crouch down kind of oddly so I can look through my steering wheel and see the dash?
The leader just did a
31.48.
And I'm back here doing like 37s. Not really, it just feels that slow. Sorry, I should be talking more. I'm just really focused on just hitting my marks and not making more mistakes and trying to figure out what I could have done different with the setup, what I could have done different with me. We still got 13 minutes left. It's not over yet, just running 6. A little disheartening. I felt like I could or should be running better in this crowd, but maybe I'm just being ignorant in that. I feel like I've come a long way this season. I maybe just was expecting too much out of myself. But like I said, it could be the setup, it could be me. I gotta really kind of go back to the drawing board, and races like this are a bummer, but I could probably learn more from this than I did from Centerton or Willow and the races that have gone more according to plan.
on the left.
So I don't know. I think I've been relying too much on high camber to carry a good roll speed through the corner, because I like to just roll a lot of speed through the center. But I think that's really compromising my exit, and I gotta really try to experiment to figure out. It has worked good, but it obviously, my theory isn't working here. So if I can figure out what's causing the lack of pace, like it might just be a me issue. Carl ran the set, he said it felt good and he was able to get into the 31s. So it's somewhat going to be a me issue.
That's ridiculous. I got a 4 times.
I forgot I had chat on. Usually I mute that. Even right now, battling with Matthew, he is able to carry speed off the corner, where I'm able to carry a little bit more speed in and to the corner. The problem is off the corner is just a little overpowered. Right through here, I feel like I can roll good, and when it I don't know if I'm just getting back to the power too late or not able to get the power down right, and it's pulling them out. Now, I was running the wet fuel map for the first 6 laps of the race, and midway through lap 6 I switched it back to dry throttle map. I actually kind of like having the rear instability a little bit with my set, so that could be maybe a sign of that set is maybe just a little trickier to find pace in,
Going well. Keep at it.
and I need that stability to or instability to kind of rotate the car sometimes. But then again, that would hurt my off corner speed. I feel like we're having a pretty good race here. I need to try to get by him at some point, or try to tuck up more and force a bigger air. He's taken a much wider arc into this set of corners, which has caught him off once, and maybe I need to try to work on that some. He had a little bit of a wiggle there on the tail end coming off, so I mean, he's struggling with some rear stability as well. I've always just contributed that to part of the car's nature, but I've always tried to build a set that worked with it rather than remedied it, so I gotta really probably should spend a little more time trying to figure that out. I still want to do a setup guide at the end of the season with everything I've learned from the car, and this is definitely a race I'm going to take something away from. Whether it's something I did wrong or something I can do better. I don't want to blame the setup, some of it's definitely me. But the point of building a setup is to build something that works for you. Which has worked very well this season. This is really kind of the worst race I've had, so from that standpoint I can't really complain. Just something about this track is different enough. Feel like we're finding something with our driving, but we're still way off where I want to be. But that's okay. That's how you learn. So I'll probably lose a little I rating this race or gain very little, but I feel like I'm going to gain a lot out of it once I go back and look at the data and see like what could I have done better, what could the setup have done better, and we'll take all that into next week at Lime Rock. Not really looking to Lime Rock too much. That was actually a track I had circled as a week off, but I'm really looking forward to Long Beach the week after. what this Miata is trying to do here. Driving so hard you're getting off track trying to hold the faster class behind. Jackass.
The leader just did a
31.67.
Oh, and you're about to go off track now too. Jesus. It's gonna get sent here in a minute if you don't figure this out.
Right side. Clear to the right.
Not really. I wouldn't send him. I mean, I'd think about it, but I wouldn't do it. All right, that really hurt our gap to Matthew up ahead. But we got 6 minutes, should be about 5 laps. Let's see if we can at least close that back up some. And I feel like we were learning, following behind him. And I felt like he got to the point where he was probably holding us up in some spots. So let's see if that's true or if I'm just got a big head. 2.6 to Matt up ahead. So 3.16, so it looks like Matt's got the better of me. That was only 1 lap. Let's see if we could do here on this lap. Missing turn 1 doesn't help. Come on, Willis, you're better than that. I'm not trying to make excuses, but in my defense, I got like 3 or 4 hours of sleep last night. Casey talked me into this race. They needed some extra iRating, I guess. But we got randomist here, aka Daryl Kennedy, aka DK. It looked like Sill's here, and I believe I recognize Sill from Discord. I'm bad with names and such, so it is nice to get to run with people you know, if only we were actually able to run around each other. Not the best debut for the new paint job.
5 laps of fuel left.
Why I downshifted there. I really don't like using second gear on this car. Talking with Casey, I feel like my setups have been relying on high rear camber, which takes away rear grip, and I've been achieving that grip back with shocks, which kind of has been seems to have limited my potential for front grip. Which I don't feel like I have a lot of issue with front grip in this car, but this car is so weird. You don't want to overdrive it. You don't want to push too hard in it. It fights you back anywhere it can. The nice thing I do like about it, though, is there's not a lot of setup options. So for learning setups and getting that under my belt, I feel like it's a good car.
Car stopped on the left.
Got a Miata off track here. See what they do. Got some dust on the screen, apparently. iRacing wants me to clean off. I feel like I am always very timid in traffic, which for endurance races is probably good. However, for shorter PCC races, probably not as good. Don't get Miatas. Oh, I'm gonna mess up myself here. Come on. I am so bad.
Right side. Clear the right.
Ah, this is a bummer. So gotta make the most of it. Gotta learn from what caused these issues, caused my pace, and come back stronger next time.
White flag next time by a stripe.
Maybe we'll get lucky and the entire top 5 will take each other out. It ain't happening. But we didn't wreck Daryl, DK. We didn't wreck Casey because we never saw Casey. And I don't know what happened to Sil. I'm not sure if there's a connection issue. All good news, I have had no connection issues this race. Knock on wood. We got 1 lap left to have them. Typically, I only get those bouncing between sessions. So, thankfully, we had no issues there. So, all in all, it wasn't a bad race. It was just a disappointing one, I guess it would be the word. Definitely gives me somewhere to go up, though. Definitely gives me something to kind of work on setup-wise. I don't have a lot of time to dedicate to this week before I need to really start working on next week, which I've already actually started doing a little bit of work.
You have about 2 laps of fuel left.
Good race, man. Great.
That's white flag. We got nothing
Oh my
left
gosh,
to
you had
gain.
me sweating there. Great job.
Thank you.
Nothing to gain from this point, so no need to push too hard here. I mean, not a bad race, just a disappointing one, but we'll learn from it. We'll get better. Jesus, people. Just, God, that ugh, I hate when people do that.
All right.
Just cruise around for a moment.
That's one way to be burned out.
Good races.
Yeah, fun stuff, guys.
Man, it would have been so much easier to kill it in a cage.
All right, so we're gonna edit out the end of the video. I didn't realize that I didn't record me looking at results. So we're pretty much gonna end the race, hop in Discord, and I'll cut it there. And just want to kind of go over the results, though. We gained 0.09 on the safety rating, so we're back on track to get to 4.99 eventually. We did unfortunately lose the 7i rating, but I think I'm up almost 3, maybe 400 for the season, so I can't complain. It was a humbling race. It's a learning race, but it was still, it's what it was. Looking at the results, Jesus, I'm bad at names. Yeah, anyway, they picked up the W really fast. Casey did still fast lap, but not the W, unfortunately for Casey. But to be fair, they got enough wins here this week. They'll be fine. I finished just ahead of Daryl. Unfortunately, he had that off in the race. I'm sure you saw. He did a good job pacing with me. We were pretty much right on pace once he got back on track. and Matthew was able to kind of edge me out. I probably could word that better. But yeah, Matthew was able to kind of just hold position and maintain P5. If I would have been able to snap that, we would have been positive IR likely, but realistically, that's not what it's about. It's just a number. It was still a good race. Sill down a 6 IR was able to finish P8. So we have myself, Daryl, Sill, with Casey rocking up front. But yeah, no, thank you for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. I hate asking, but it does help the channel. And have a great day.